Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today it's time for the Grungy Tag Challenge. Hashtag Grungy Tag Challenge 2025 is a challenge that I'm sponsoring, and for the month of May our prompt is packing paper. And so let's get started and see what I can come up with this time. This is my second time to make the video. My iPad turned off during the first time, so hopefully this time I will be more successful. Let's see. And I will show you the the other tags that I made at the end of this video. So let's see. Now I'm not going to remember if I've already told you something or not, since I have already done the video. So please bear with me. I think I didn't speak loud enough in the last one anyway, so I will try to speak louder this time and be more interesting. We'll see about that. Okay, what have I got? Last time I did everything with recycled bits, but I think this time I'll do a little more of our normal or regular things. Let's see. Let's go ahead and set this one off to the side and start on the large one. So packing paper. I do have some packing paper that I have rust stained. So let's see. This packing paper is always so interesting. It won't tear straight until you want it to not tear straight, and then you get a really straight line. Okay. This maybe a little bit too much. I'm going to crumble this up just a little bit more. Let's see how we do. Well, I hope everyone's having a good day and has had a chance to do something creative. I'll say that my day has not gone to plan, but that's okay. It's all good now. I was supposed to have lunch with my good friend, but her son has taken ill, so she's had to cancel our lunch, which is completely understandable. A little disappointing, though. I only get to see her about once a month, so I really look forward to our lunch dates, but that's okay. Hopefully we can reschedule sometime this month. I know it's a really super busy month for her, so we'll see. Okay, so let's put this here. I've gone ahead and covered my tag shape with some vintage book page. So let's see. Oh, there it is. I have to say I'm a bit discombobulated because I had the other one. Well, I had the other one all done. Not to mention, did I do all the planning for it? And had been planning for it for days, but anyway. Okay, let's see, what else do we have that's kind of interesting? Let's just do the text part of this one carefully, because it's a very fragile piece of paper. Let's see, what stories did I tell you when I made the video that didn't happen? Let's see. Gosh, I can't even remember. That's part of the being discombobulated. Let's see. To remember to check up here, to look up periodically and check my iPad. I generally was in the habit of doing that, but it has been so well behaved lately that I kind of stopped checking on it. And so that came back to bite me. Let's see, what stories did I tell you? Let's see, last weekend we went to the White Dove charity shop, which is a charity shop that benefits the Hospice of the Valley, which is an excellent organization and such an amazingly important cause, I think. But let's see, I got several pieces of fabric from my sister, and I got some kind of, I guess they would be vintage Arizona Highways magazines, so I'm looking forward to doing a project with those. Okay, things are already starting to stick to my fingers. Let's see, what else did we do? We had our wine tasting on Sunday, and that was fun. Some of my friends who volunteer with me at the Art Resource Center joined us for the wine tasting, and that was really nice. We've made several friends with people who come to the wine tastings on a regular basis, but it was nice to have this new group of friends to come to join in with us and get to see Cristobal work his magic when he talks to us about the wines. So that was fun. And let's see, we're supposed to get our air conditioner serviced last week, but the gentleman came with the wrong ladder, and he wanted our trees to be trimmed back more, which didn't sit well with my husband because he had just trimmed the trees. So anyway, he sent him away, and I was able to talk my husband into letting us give the company another chance. So they're coming out this week to take a look at the air conditioning. Because, that's something that's very important here, because it gets so very hot. It will be so very hot very, very soon. This coming weekend, the weather here today is beautiful. Oh, cool and cloudy and really nice, and unusual for May, or a little unusual for May, I guess. Sometimes we get lucky and have a few cool days in May. But they're saying back well over 100 this coming weekend, so the little respite from the summer heat is, I think, over. Although I don't know how many times I've told you that lately, but I would kind of try to prepare myself for the heat coming, because I don't like it. So let's see, what else do we have? Really am sticking to everything. Let's see, I do have a baby wipe handy. Let's see if I can mitigate some of that stickiness. Let's see, what else? A little bit of this. So yes, to say I was disappointed when I reached up to turn off the iPad and discovered that it had gone dark. I was very disappointed. But oh well, that's okay. Gives me an opportunity to do some more grungy tags. Okay. Go get the art glitter glue out and put a little bit under this edge. So I'm going for the kind of extreme texture here. Let's see. What else do we have? I really thought I had packing paper in more colors, but it seems like everything is basically this sort of brown. So, oh yes, I know what I talked to you about. Options for packing paper. It doesn't necessarily have to be this brown packing paper like Amazon and Chewy use. It could be an envelope, because technically it's it is paper, and technically it does package something, and you know, in my case, often bills, but you know what I mean. So like I can think of the word security envelope. That would work. If you happen to have a piece of, technically, I guess also a tea bag, because it is paper and it does package the tea. This is some tissue paper that was in some shoes. This is bits and pieces of a packing slip that was in with some stuff that I ordered. This is a former bubble envelope that, that's good. I have used when I've done my tea dyeing, and so it has all these wonderful splatters on it. Because when I do my tea dyeing or my rust and tea dyeing, I put them in these those plastic bins that back in the day we used to put in the sink and wash our dishes in. I don't know if people do that so much anymore, but when I grew up, that was how we always did it. Anyway, dish pans. Let's see, can I tear that a little bit? And then I, for the first little while, as I have them steeping, if you will, I put either one of those plasticky Amazon envelopes, or in this case it was a bubble envelope that had the excuse me, brown paper over the exterior, and so the brown paper has some nice splattery tea marks on it. Oh, excuse me, I don't know where that cough has come from all of a sudden. Hold on, I have to get some water. Oh, my sticky fingers again. Excuse my reach. Oops. Yes, let's not knock the light over. I had a really big drink of water and hope that will keep me from coughing. Let's see. Let's use just a little piece of this. So lots of different sorts of packing paper. You know, use what you have. I always like to encourage you to participate, no matter what your supplies. Because I do love seeing what you make. For those of you who post and tag me, it always makes my day. Let's see, get this down here. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else? Tissue paper. Oh yeah, here's the security envelope, because that would also. Let's do a little piece of that. Kind of break up some of the brown a little bit. I struggled to get the traditional packing paper to get the rust marks on it. I first just sprayed it with vinegar water solution, which I've done before on paper, on regular paper, you know, like, I don't know what I do, watercolor paper or even copy paper, but it just didn't transfer very well. I don't know if I got it wet enough or not, so then I just poured some vinegar on it and let it sit. You know, I live in such a dry climate, things dry out here much faster than I think they probably do anywhere else. No. So that's always a little bit of a challenge, but after the second attempt, I had more success. Not quite as rusty as I would have liked it to be, but that's okay. I'll take what I got. It's definitely grungy. Of course, that might have also been the rusty bits that I was using, because I ordered some new rusty bits from an Etsy shop, and they were not as rusty as the ones I normally use. So I guess I'll have to break them in. Yesterday I put several pieces of fabric in. I call it the marinade, to get it. I soaked it in tea and then wrapped up the rusty bits in it and put them into soak. So we'll see how that turns out. Okay, so I had a plan last time for the focal point I wanted to use. I don't really like this one. But I thought I would. I don't like it. Let's see. That's the problem of having to shift gears so completely, is that I kind of stumbling around. I am not sure I like that better. What else do I have? I usually like to use some sort of a botanical element, but I don't know. Let's give this a try. So I'm sorry, bear with me while I do a quick fussy cut on this. Sorry, I'll be quiet because I have to concentrate while I'm fussy cutting. But I'm really having to concentrate. Let's see. Let's make sure the iPad's still going. I think maybe we should call fussy cutting slow cutting, because like we have slow stitching. This is slow cutting, especially when you're doing it while you're trying to make your video, because it seems to take even longer than it would normally. Okay, I'm getting closer, I promise. And hopefully I will like this poppy pod. I think I will, though. the pine bough just wasn't big enough. Okay, well, excuse me for this not being really, really perfectly fussy cut, but yes, that works. Okay, let me clean up my mess. These little bits here. Okay. And let's go ahead and glue this down. Oops. Yes, let's glue it down, but not to the glue paper, because that's not really helpful, is it? Yes, now it's really stuck. All right. That loose. Let's see, where do I have it? About here. There we go. That's not too bad. But now I do feel like we need something more interesting over here. What, oh, where are my postage stamps? Oh. Let's use one of these numbers. Let's see, I think I was telling you about what we were watching on television. We finished up with the Chelsea Detective, and we are watching Doctor Who. Though I really like the new Doctor. He's I really like him. And his new companion, I like her too. It just kind of seems like the stories are not really using them to their best advantage, or their best potential. That's not right. Using their full potential. There we go. I think that's right. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to call that done for now, although I still feel like I need something else over here. But okay, maybe that will come to me while we work on the other one. Slight moment of panic there. I thought I had misplaced it. Let's see. This envelope was one tough envelope. I struggled to try to get the bubble insider, the bubble liner off of it, and then I was trying to pull the closure strip off, and usually those are not that sticky, but that one was super, super good. And it was not going to give up. So I had to work around it. At least I was able to get most of the bubble wrap off the inside of this one. Let's see if I can pick it up now. So once again, envelope, technically packing paper, because, you know, as I said earlier, it holds stuff. It's a piece of tissue paper that came, I think it was in an Etsy order that I got. So, packing paper. episodes have we been watching on TV? Watching Harry Wild. That just came back. That's Acorn. Yeah, I think that's an Acorn. It's a series that stars Jane Seymour. And she's quite a character. Well written, very well written, well acted. Let's see. Set in Ireland, so that is always a nice bonus. Beautiful country, Ireland. I watched the show last night, and my husband said, "We need to go back to Ireland." I'm like, okay. Don't threaten me with good time, because I very much enjoyed our trip to Ireland. We've actually been in Ireland twice. The second time, though, was just a flight through to. Well, it wasn't quite a flight through. We had to spend the night, but just a connection from Cornwall. Excuse me. Let me see if I can clean the sticky off my fingers while I think. So let's see. So this isn't thinking in inking, it's thinking in cleaning. It doesn't have quite the same ring to it. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I got glue all over me. Okay, well, I guess it's just going to stay for a while longer. It does not want to come off. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, that if you wanted to use some of your Tim Holtz packaging, definitely grungy, and that counts as, we're going to count that as packing paper. Let's see. Love this. It's a layer from a cardboard box that has that kind of a honeycomb. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it has this really cool kind of honeycomb glue pattern on it from where they had these were glued to it to add to the padding. Let's see. What else do I have that's interesting? Labels. I'll use that one on that. Let's see. I want this here. I need to be putting everything down at the bottom, don't I? Sorry, I hear my voice going quiet again. I apologize. We'll try to speak up. Boy, if you watch me much, you know when I have to concentrate, I get quieter. It's kind of like the thing when it starts to rain really hard, you have to turn the radio off so you can focus on your driving. I don't know. Maybe along those lines somewhere, I guess. Okay. Let's use these numbers. I love these numbers. Oops. Goodness me. I must be being really wild with a glue stick because my glue pages have gotten really sticky really quickly. I have that glued to my finger. Okay, let's get rid of that glue page. Do I want... Let's see, book page label. Let's go with oval. Now I have little bits of paper sticking to the little bits of glue. It's becoming a mess. Let's see. Do I want that on there? No. No. I see it's too big for this tag. But I do have these little bits that I think might work better. Let's see, let's trim around this one a little bit more. Off topic, but I don't know if any of you have seen Marguerite Miller's social media, but she's doing a new class on creating artist trading cards, which is a fun class. I watched the video for it the other day, and that was really enjoyable. So if you haven't seen that, you can look her up online, and maybe if you are interested, you can get involved. I'm part of the online collage group that she does, and it really is a wonderful group full of very creative and very supportive people. And it's really nice environment. People are very pleasant. And I know she's working on growing her membership, so I believe it's $16 a month. And we do an exchange in the group every month if you are so inclined. And I love doing the exchanges, so that's a very fun, happy part of it for me. Okay, oh good. And then maybe this little guy down here. Alrighty. Whew. Okay. Time for a new glue page. Let's see what goes where. Sorry, I have to get rid of all the little bits, because they bug me. Okay, let's do this piece first. So I have an idea for, since I'm doing recycling, upcycling for the month of May, I have an idea for something I want to try for the artist trading cards and to see if it's going to work. So I am excited to try that. This one. And this is just a label stamped on onto some other grungy book page. Not really grungy, but rather nicely aged book page. How's that? There we go. Can't quite get it in the right spot. That works. That works. That works. Let's wipe the glue off the pine cone here. Okay. And then that goes there. Marguerite's she's a really nice lady, and she's very encouraging and giving of her time and talent. She's been a huge help for me in my trying to learn more about how YouTube works and doing a better job, and it's been really, really nice. And I enjoy the group very much. Okay, let's see. Let's put the lid on my glue stick. And let's see. Let's step back and take a look at this. Oh, now I feel like there needs to be something on top of that. It's just too white. Let's see. There's a little bag of Tim Holtz bits. What might be in here? Nope, not quite big enough. It's not quite right. I like that one. Let's use that one. Must be getting close to time for lunch because I am hungry. Okay. Yes. Okay, the iPad's still going. All right, let's get my scissors and trim this little wispiness off here and here. This is good. Okay. Is there anything else we want to add? What a piece of interesting washi tape candy. Sorry for all the rustling. The washi tape is under all my grungy bits. This little piece of script. Yes, let's do that just to add a little something extra to the top there. I don't want to lose all the book page because I like that reference to algebra there, but let's there. Let's see. Oops. I had some washi tape over here that had a butterfly on it. Let's add that. There we go. Yes, I like that. Oopsie. Knocking everything over here. Okay, well, I think this is gonna do it. I will show you the ones that I made before. And then I covered up the algebra anyway. Oh well. That's okay. I know what's under there. Okay. Here's the small one for this time. Get that stuck down well with my sticky fingers. Then we have this one, but I think I want to add. Let me add that to it. Oh my goodness, sorry. The glue is getting to me. Use the art glitter glue on this one because it's kind of plasticky little label. Oops. There we go. Okay, so there are the two that I made with you. And the ones I made before will require just a little bit of explanation. So let's set these off to the side. Try and clear off a little space here. Oop, it scared me just for a second. Didn't know where they went. I buried them under my scraps. Okay, so here's the large tag that I made. And I made the focal point out of a kitchen towel tube. I just cut little strips off the tube and then made it into a flower of sorts. And then I also did the same thing for this one. Just a little bit different flower. This one I took and folded the pieces in half. So there we go. So this was quite a productive Grungy Tag challenge for the month of May. The prompt was, I just needed something else that needs that. Let's see, the prompt was packing paper. And so we hadn't used quite a loose interpretation of packing paper. And cut this out real quick. Okay, quickish, because we won't say real quick because then I cut slower apparently. And so let's see, what is the scraps is the next challenge. So that will be interesting. I will have to make sure I don't overwhelm myself with the choices of too many scraps, but you know, we all can use a little project to, excuse me, kind of be a scrap buster. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Nope. Much happier with that. These two were primarily recycled items. Or upcycled items. I think they were entirely, except for the book page on the bottom and now that. So there we go. Okay, so we have side by side 2 large tags. Still going. Okay, and then we have 2 smaller tags. So there we go. There's the Grungy Tag Challenge for the month of May 2025. If you were going to do a video or post on Instagram, please use the hashtag Grungy Tag Challenge 2025. Also use the hashtag piles of paragraphs, and that way I will get to see it, and I love that. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you will join me again in the future. And if you like the video, I forgot to say, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I would love to hear what you think about these 2 different styles of Grungy Tag and using packing paper. And also subscribe if you haven't. Little channel is growing. I'd like it to continue to grow. And I will say bye-bye for now.